Hello and welcome everyone to this week's COT review. I'm Thomas from COTbase.com. Today we're going to have a look at the 29th COT report of 2018. And as usual, we're going to start off with the changes in commercials positions. But before I go into the review, a reminder for all of you that we've got two new services out called futurestradingguides.com, focusing on futures markets, and fxtradingguides.com, which has started to focus not only on forex markets, but cryptocurrencies as well. So back to the review, let's start off with the Nasdaq, where we have a 26% change in commercials positions, 22 in large speculators. You can see this is much greater than average amongst the greatest changes in the past 52 weeks time range. It is a bearish COT change signal, suggesting there may be a bit of a decline early next week, or at least you might see the price actions of late this week to continue early on next week. Opening a 5-year chart, you can see that the extreme is in between the bearish and the bullish, a bit closer to the bullish extreme. But in relative terms, you may see that there has been 49 reports since commercials were at such levels, and 36 since large speculators were at such levels. So this may be considered a bit of an extreme signal, but nothing too large. So I just move on and look at heating oil, which is our next market, with an 18% change in commercials positions, 20 in large speculators. In this case, we are talking about bullish COT change signals, suggesting higher prices early next week. So we may see a bit higher prices in the heating oil market to come. Jumping to this 5-year chart, you may see that we are pretty much in between the two extremes. There has been a very large bearish extreme in the market late last year, from which we went back to a relative bullish extreme. And then now traders have moved away from that relative bullish extreme. When I say relative, I mean relatively to the time. So obviously you can see on this 5-year chart that there are much greater bullish extremes in the market in the past that you can see. We are obviously far from those levels and have moved away from the bearish extreme levels as well. Silver is our next market with a 16% change over there. This is a bullish COT change signal. You may see it is larger than average, but nothing too unusual. This suggests there may be a bit of a reaction after the drop in silver prices in the past few weeks now. COT Extreme wise, you may see that we had this huge all-time COT Extreme a few weeks, 2 months ago, which decreased, and now we're seeing traders again pushing towards those bullish extreme levels. We're not there yet, but we're getting closer and closer to it week by week, as you may see on the COT charts over here. So question is, if this trend continues, further decline in silver happens, we may easily see a stress level getting bigger, much larger, possibly even larger than this all-time COT extreme. We might see another all-time in silver market soon. Moving on to large speculator COT extreme, we've got coffee on top of our list, where we have this all-time COT extreme, not only in large speculators, but also we have a commercials all-time COT extreme. This is a bullish COT extreme signal, of course, unquestionably the largest that coffee has ever seen since we have COT data on it. This, of course, suggests that this downtrend that we've been witnessing for quite some time should end, and we should see a rise in coffee. This, of course, may happen very soon, or we may need to wait for that for a few more weeks or months, possibly. But looking at the dynamics, how we got over here, there has been pretty large changes in traders' positions in the past 1 month. There's, of course, a good chance that this actually could happen very soon. Platinum is our next market, all-time extreme over there, and a 1,030 report extreme in commercials, which of course may also be considered an all-time or very close to all-time extreme. You may see on this 5-year chart, we've never been, traders, commercials have never been above the zero line. They were always net short throughout this 5 years, large speculators were always net long. So this is a humongous bullish COT Extreme in platinum. Now, don't forget that in silver we had that not long ago. Now we have it in platinum. So these markets significantly correlate with each other. So it's good to have eyes on all metal markets when we analyze one. Soybean oil is our next market, last one for this review. 257 report extreme over there in large speculators, and a 232 report extreme in commercials. This is again a bullish COT extreme. On this 5 year chart, you can see even greater extreme in the past. Back over here, early 2014 was this very significant bullish extreme in the market, which, as you can see, signaled this this bottom over there. Of course, you can find many great examples in soybean markets, such as soybean oil, where the COT extreme is signaling well a turn in the trend. So now what we see is again a very significant signal from the COT report suggesting that the bottom has been reached. Well, I just add that maybe it is something that we might need to wait for a little bit longer. Nevertheless, stress levels have reached a level where we can consider this a very strong COT extreme signal. Okay, that was all for this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next week. Have a great weekend. Take care. Goodbye.